Hey folks, Emerald Sinclair here, your love and relationship coach. And for those of you that have just started dating a guy and you're wondering, is he falling for you? Then this week's video is for you, because today we will cover 7 signs that show you if the man you're dating is falling for you. Now, I know what it's like to fall for a man. You get those butterflies, you're excited to see him, but you're also a little bit nervous because you're wondering if he feels the same way. So there's 7 signs that will give you a pretty darn good idea that the man you're dating indeed has fallen for you and he feels the same way about you that you feel about him. So the first sign to know if the man you're dating is also falling for you is he starts to make future plans with you. And I mean more in the future than just what are you doing this weekend, but potentially months in the future. This means he can see himself with you for many, many months to come. So if he starts to make future plans with you, that's more than just this weekend. He is certainly thinking you're a long-term gal. Now, second, if he introduces you to his friends and family, he's falling for you. Because a man does not want to get his mom's hopes up when he introduces his girlfriend to his mom unless he's serious about her. And the same thing with his friends. If he introduces you to his friends, it means you're part of the group, you're part of the in crowd. So if you have met his friends or you've met his family, he's certainly putting you in a special segment of special people, putting you into his inner circle in his life, which means, yeah, he is absolutely falling for you. Now, the third way to know is if he does things for you that he doesn't want to do. So maybe he goes to that dance class with you, or he goes to a musical that he would never see in a million years, but you want to do it. So when he starts to be a little bit more considerate of you and your feelings and your wants and your desires, he is absolutely starting to fall for you because he is concerned about what you want and what makes you happy. Now, the fourth bit is if he starts to rearrange his life for you. All of a sudden, you're becoming a priority. When my man and I first started dating, we were hours apart, and so he would drive 3.5 hours twice a month to come down and see me, right? He was rearranging his life in order to fit me into it. So if you notice your man start to rearrange things in his life to fit you in it, he is absolutely starting to fall for you. Now, number 5, if he still dates you after you refuse to sleep with him, he is certainly falling for you. Because if you sleep with a man and he walks away, duh. And if you don't sleep with a man and he walks away, well, he's certainly not interested in you. He's only after that one thing. But if you don't sleep with a man and he still is staying with you, well, he either extremely likes the chase or he very much likes you. And I would absolutely recommend that you don't sleep with a man until you have both discussed being monogamous, being committed, what you're looking for in the future. It's really important that you're in alignment before you do the deed, because women will fall in love and get attached when your endorphins are released, whereas men don't. They lose interest and they walk away. So don't sleep with them unless you two are committed, or else you will be left with a little broken heart. Now, the last 2 ways to know if your man is falling for you: 6, if he wants to know about your past. So if a man's falling for you and he's thinking about spending the rest of his life with you and planning a future together, then you bet your sweet ass he's gonna wanna know about your past and who you've dated and where you come from and who's your family. He wants to make sure he's picking the right partner. And the last one, and this is a little bit more subtle, so you certainly have to be aware, is how does he look at you? I have noticed this in every single man I've dated, and I've seen it in my clients, that when a man falls in love, he will look at you in a different way. He will look at you with awe and wonder on his face. He will sometimes just not say a thing, but just stare at you with this goofy little doe-eyed look on his face. So that last one's a little bit more subtle, but the more time you spend with him, if you see that shift in how he looks at you, he is absolutely falling in love. All right, I would absolutely love to know what you think. Feel free to leave your comments below the video. And I hope for all of our sakes that you are in a soulmate level relationship with the love of your life, and that the man you love is also loving you back. Mwah. Sending you love.